Why is it that the things we want the most are always the hardest to get? Why is a diamond more valuable than a pebble on the beach, even though you can't eat either of them? It's not because the diamond is better, it's because there aren't many of them. Today, we are mastering the architecture of scarcity. We're learning why being too available is the fastest way to kill your value, and how to turn yourself into a limited edition that the world is desperate to own. Most people are terrified of being alone. They are terrified of missing out. So what do? They stay online 24/7. They reply to texts in 3 seconds. They say yes to every boring party, every mediocre coffee date, and every low-value favor. They think they're being nice. In reality, they are becoming a commodity. And commodities are cheap. Commodities are replaceable. If I can have you whenever I want, why should I value you? Look at Hermès. They make the Birkin bag. You can't just walk into a store with $50,000 and buy one. You have to wait. You have to qualify. You have to be chosen. By creating a barrier to entry, they made a leather bag more desirable than a house. Scarcity creates a psychological fever. It makes people stop asking, "Do I need this?" and start asking, "How do I get this?" The first law of scarcity, the vanishing act. Look at Frank Ocean. He's one of the biggest artists on the planet, but he disappears for years at a time. No interviews, no tweets, no day-in-the-life vlogs. Most artists are terrified that if they stop posting for a week, the world will forget them. Frank knows the opposite is true. Because he is scarce, every time he finally drops a song, the entire internet stops moving. Absence doesn't make the heart grow fonder, it makes the mind grow obsessed. The second law, the high barrier. When someone asks for your time, your default answer shouldn't be yes, it should be, "Let me check my schedule." Even if your schedule is empty and you're just planning to watch Netflix, you never let them know that. Look at Jay-Z. He famously said, "I don't have a phone." He is one of the most successful men in history, and you can't just text him to grab a drink. If you want to talk to him, you have to go through layers of gatekeepers. This isn't just about ego, it's about protecting his energy. By being hard to reach, his yes becomes a life-changing event for the person receiving it. Think of Beyoncé. She doesn't do traditional press anymore. She doesn't explain her art. She just drops it and lets the world scramble to interpret it. She understands that explanation is a form of submission. When you explain yourself, you are handing over the keys to your mystery. Stay mysterious. Stay scarce. Let them wonder what you're doing in the silence. But here's the real secret. Scarcity is a mindset, not a trick. If you are actually busy building your empire, you won't have to pretend to be unavailable. You will be unavailable. People can tell the difference between a fake busy person and someone whose time is actually worth something. Today, you stop being the emergency contact for people who don't even like you. You stop being the person who is always down for whatever. You start treating your presence like a high-end luxury brand. If they want a piece of your time, they have to earn it. And if they don't respect it, you pull the product from the shelf. Your life is not a 24-hour convenience store. It's a private gallery. Invitation only. Stay grounded. Stay dangerously scarce.